Hey everybody, welcome back to another vlog. Today we're going to be doing some Lego shopping. We're also going to be doing some stuff around the Lego room. So if you've been following along, then you know that I used to have a giant mess on this desk here, and that is still the case. But we've been parting some stuff out. For example, all of the Pets brick heads, they've been parted out. Now all the pieces just need to be filed away. All the snot bricks. Look at all those snot bricks. Man, those are going to come in so handy when it comes to anything. I love these ones right here. They're just a wonderful part to work with. So I'm glad to have a bunch of those in my inventory. Also, you can't go wrong with all of the plate and brick, more plate, all the tile as well. So they're not too bad. You know, parting those out, I don't think it's the end of the world. And then, yeah, we've still got some other stuff that we need to start parting out here as well, such as the old platform 9 3/4. Gonna miss that one, but we'll rebuild it into something even better. And then also the bookshop. I actually decided what we're going to do with this. I'm going to rebuild this townhouse section of the bookshop. And then we're going to part out the actual bookshop section. And I'm going to double the size of my bookshop in the Lego City. And then I also decided that I'm going to be combining these two buildings. There's the pet post shop. So what I'm going to do is actually part both of those out. And then I'm going to build like a single modular building. So like that's one 32 by 32 base plate. So what I'm going to do is actually build those as one giant pet shop. I think that'd be cool because right now it's a pet shop and a post office, but I think it'll be better if it's just one giant pet shop, and then we'll have like a large pet shop. And I just think that makes sense. Sort of combine them, like wipe out the interior wall. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty neat. And then we'll do the exact same thing with the Birch Bookshop, which is currently right over there. And you see that building on the right, the pizza van's right in front of it? That's another pet shop. Yeah, I've got 3 pet shops. Ridiculous, hey? So I'm actually going to be parting that one out as well. Because that one over there is actually a rebrickable model. It looks really good, but I just want to open up some space in the Lego City, and I think it's time for that one to leave. So those are the first modifications that we're going to make to some of the modular buildings here in the Lego City. And I know I've been talking about that for like a month now, ever since I came back from Chicago, actually. But things just take time. Everything's a process here in the Lego room. There's a lot of parts involved, and just processing all the parts and making sure it's done in a neat and tidy and organized way is important. Yeah, so today I've decided that I want to head out just because I only get out of the house like once a week and I need it for my own sanity. So of course when I go, I'm going to go to the Lego store. Why not? Like I got to get out of the house because like I work from home, right? And I deal with the kids from home and I do everything from home. So it's nice to get out of the house at least once a week and breathe the fresh air. Well, I do breathe the fresh air. I walk my dogs and all that, but breathe the fresh air in the Lego store. There we go. Let's not forget those this week. But honestly, this time I'm setting a cup limit and packing within it. Honestly, that might be hard to do though, because I just saw the PAV selection. There's like 50 new boxes of PAV in the store right now, which is crazy. And I've actually been really lucky that my store has been getting masonry bricks every week. And I've got a new idea. I think I'll be able to create walls for the amusement park using masonry bricks. And I think that would just look so good, right, Lego? Yeah. And let me tell you, everybody, it did not disappoint. There is tons of good stuff here today. I need more of these, like, desperately for all the landscaping we've been doing. Also, check it out. Nougat masonry, 2x4 green brick, right? Yeah, like gray masonry. Got some of these panels. 2x2 dark tan tile, and I'm just in the midst of packing these 4x4 gray plate and also the white masonry. There's a whole bunch more stuff on the wall as well. So it looks like I'll be going back to my car because I need more cups. There's also these on the wall, and I used all of mine when I built that giant greenhouse on top of the mansion, so I need more of those just because they come in handy for making windows or greenhouses or anything, right? So I'm going to continue packing some more cups because I need that. Also, like this green brick, I don't know, it's just stacking so nicely in this cup. What I do is I put a tower in the bottom that's 6 wide. That's probably a bad example there, but I put a tower in the bottom that's 6 wide, right? And then when I get to the top, I make it 8 wide, and then I just fill the remaining space with anything else that I need. I think these tiles are going to come in super handy for the amusement park. And what I'll do is probably put like the dark tan in the center, and then I'll surround it by like the sand blue ones that I have, or even like white might look good. Yeah. So there's some good parts. These are nice too. You know what I need more of? Is palm leaves. I keep running out of palm leaves. Looks like I'll be ordering some off Bricklink just because I can't find any on the wall anymore. Last quarter they actually had palm leaves, but this quarter it doesn't seem like they're going to be getting any, which is unfortunate because I have the parts to build 30 palm trees and I have a little video coming out about that, but unfortunately I need like, I think close to 200 more of like the sword leaves for those palm trees, and it doesn't look like I'm gonna have any luck on the pad wall. I guess I'm gonna grab 4 more cups, but it's not like I'm buying stuff that I don't need. It's all parts that we need for when we continue developing the city. It's just the cheapest way to get this stuff. But there's lots of good things still on the wall here, like sand green 1x6s, these fence pieces. Up here there's 2x4 white tile, 1x8 arches. There's still the nougat arches. There's just all sorts of stuff, like these curved windows, orange brick, this like greenish brick there, the wagon wheels, the corner plates up top there. Oh, I still didn't get any of these. I don't want to fill any more cups though, because here's my tote bag. 8 cups, look at that. How satisfying is that? Perfectly packed. I love that. The other time when I was here, I didn't have time to pack cups, and it's worth it. This cup here, the masonry bricks, took me 45 minutes to pack, but it fit 1 3/4 cups in the single cup. So is it worth it at that point? It's $20 a cup. What do you think? I would say so. I mean, you're fitting 1 3/4 cups in a cup. It took you 45 minutes though. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna head home because I got some stuff to do in the Lego City. Check it out, everybody. I got my Lego room back. Yeah, both tables are gone and pretty much everything is parted out. Speaking of Lego room, I actually need to readjust these shelves right here because that is not a very good spot for the Corvette. Well, of course, all the Speed Champion cars used to be on here, but now there's a bunch of them in the mansion, so I just need to redistribute some of these shelves and sort of just give the cars a refreshed look. Not too long ago, I was discussing potentially expanding the Lego City, and I would do that by removing these 2 billy shelves that have all the cars. So I'd have to pack away a bunch of Lego sets, move the cars, build a table, have an expanded ocean scene over here, and have the underwater scene displayed underneath that table. And I still think that's a good idea, but I just don't know if I'm ready to do that, because at this point, there's still so many things that have to happen in the Lego City. So just a little update in regards to that idea. It is currently on pause. Another idea that I recently had was, well, what am I going to do with this mansion? Is this going to stay on display until the fall when it switches to the Winter Village? Or am I going to do something between now and then? I've decided that I'm probably just going to keep the mansion here. I narrowed it down to 2 different ideas, and I think it was part constraints that sort of put the kibosh to those ideas. The first one was actually the Ninjago city sets. I thought it would be a great place to put all of these sets and then build some sort of Ninjago diorama. And that would look epic, but if I were to do that, I would actually want to make a 2.5 foot, that's 30-inch mountain backdrop to that. So what would happen is all the Ninjago sets would be here, the water would be expanded around the base of them, and then I would make a 3-foot rock backdrop. But unfortunately at this time I don't have any dark gray slopes, and I don't have any unused rock panels. Well, not nearly enough, because a lot of them have been consumed by my Winter Village and also the mountains, and then all of the other little scenes on the platform in the Lego City there. So just knowing that I don't have the parts to create a Ninjago diorama exactly how I want to do it sort of put an end to that idea, because those parts would take a long time to get here and they would be very expensive to order, and that diorama would take a long time to build. My other idea was to actually build an airport. And once again, I just don't have the parts to build it properly. I would need a bunch of dark gray brick to actually brick build the runways. So for now, the mansion is going to stay until Winter Village season. And so are these shelves. And you know what? I don't think that's a bad thing, because now I can just focus on developing the Lego City. Okay, my bad. I sort of lied to you there. Not all the sorting was completed. There's still a little bit in here. but the majority of it was dealt with. Also, I just didn't have the heart to part out the Sonic sets because I literally just built them. I think I'm going to build a little Sonic display with all the minifigures and mechs, and also this plane here. Maybe I'll hang it over the Lego City or something. That might be pretty cool. And there's one other thing that didn't get parted out yet, and that is the Bookshop modular. However, the turquoise townhouse, which looks brilliant in my opinion, is now built. So we'll be able to place that beside the other turquoise townhouse. And then eventually, I'm going to part this stuff out all by part type, just like I did with the Botanical Garden the other day, and we're going to double up that building. So that's going to be happening in the near future. Another thing that I want to take care of is actually building the walls. I mentioned earlier that I've been acquiring nougat masonry bricks, and also I have a bunch of nougat brick here, and nougat 1x2 plate. Also, these nougat brackets, these are really nice. So what I've been doing, or actually what I plan to do, sorry, is actually create nougat walls that'll look like this. This one here is 32 studs by 6 bricks tall. You can see it uses a combination of masonry and just standard bricks, which I think add a really nice texture. And then it's got some of those brackets integrated right into the wall as well. And then I can attach leaves just like that. And those brackets, of course, are just one plate. So wherever you see a bracket, I just put 2 1x1 plates on top to make up the difference in height. And then pretty much all of the bricks are interlocked together there. And this is a really neat wall. And my plan is to put these in the amusement park. So I'm going to have 2 different types of walls. There's going to be the hedges, which I plan on increasing the height of. Right now I think that's 6 of the limb elements tall, so not quite tall enough. I want to double the height, maybe make it 12, so it actually towers over a minifigure. So it's a massive hedge that goes around the edge of the train track in some areas. But I also want to create a bunch of these, and I want to make sure only to make them 32 studs long, so they're sort of modular. And also because you're using so many bricks, like small bricks side by side, there's a little gap between each one. So if you use too many of those and make it too big, it'll actually start to bow and be difficult to attach to a plate. So that's why I want to make it this size here. Also just makes it so you can remove certain sections of the wall. But a wall like this is actually going to run pretty much along the entire back side of the amusement park. So on the side of the castle there, behind the modular buildings, once we create modular buildings, and run all the way over there toward the Haunted Mansion, which is sort of the same color, well, not sort of, but it is the same color as the wall. So I think it's going to be really neat when we get a nougat wall that sort of guards the train track on the back side of the amusement park. Of course, this is going to take a long time to build because this is only 32 studs, and who knows how many studs that is. It's really long, but I think it's some really great part usage and some great color that will be added to the amusement park, in addition to the hedge fences as well. That's the thing, right? When I get these parts from the pad wall, like the white tile or the green brick inside there, and the dark tan tile, and the masonry bricks, I just use all of these parts in the city. I just ran out of masonry bricks because I was building, I think it was the train station that consumed them all, and also those retaining walls back there, because there's masonry mixed in that, right? So I use a whack of it there, and then those dark tan tiles, a bunch of that's going to get used in the amusement park, and then I used a bunch of it over here. I still want to switch this so that it's light gray around the dark tan, but a pattern like this might be cool in the amusement park. And then I also used a bunch of the dark tan tiles and pretty much consumed my whole supply over here. And you can see some more of the white tiles from the pad wall and everything as well. So I use all these parts for different projects in the city. That's why it's just so important that I go to the Lego store. Maybe not as often as I do right now, but it does fuel projects. And that's why I've sort of put the amusement park on the back burner right now, because I don't have enough enough quantity of consistent tiles to get it all tiled off. And I didn't have enough quantity of consistent brick to build the walls or consistent limb elements to build the hedges. So now I sort of do, because of my weekly trips to the pad wall, I now officially have enough parts for the walls, I think. I hope. I hope. That's probably not even going to do it. But for sure I have enough parts for the hedges. And yeah, it's just a matter of accumulating all of the parts strategically, just to sort of have fun with it, right? That's the key too, is just to have fun with it as well. Hey, why don't we place that little modular building there? I really like the consistency of that there. And there's still 1/2 base plate, which is open right there. And of course, that'll be consumed by the double bookshop. So I just got to get parting that one out and then double the size of our bookshop. I think that's going to look super cool. And it'll just sort of sit there beside the corner garage. And then of course, there's that little walk-through right there. So a nice little area. So minifigures can walk right through toward Pop Culture Street and the university there. And I'll have the little double bookshop. So it'll probably be the next modular building that I work on, like my own little custom modular building. Of course, referring to the original design. And then once again, I've got to get rid of that building there, I think. Now, if you saw my previous video, I have the Botanical Garden here as well. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. I'm not sure if it's going to be 8 studs on either side, or if I'm going to slide this over. And I could even put a corner building there, because if there's a corner building there, then there'd be a sidewalk here, and people could access the Botanical Garden through there. Or maybe this whole thing, once again, needs to be customized with a modification of a door right there for street access. Still haven't really decided what I'm going to do in this area of the Lego City yet. So there's definitely going to be some crazy stuff happening here right away in this area of the Lego City, because I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with Diagon Alley. Honestly, I'm sort of leaning toward it just going on the shelf up there with some of the other Harry Potter sets, some of the large ones. Yeah, my window coverings didn't hold. Oh my gosh, I got to go buy some double-sided duct tape or Gorilla tape. I'll have to order it off Amazon or something. The carpet tape didn't hold. Look at that, the window. No! Oh, what am I going to do? I can't get anything to stick. Maybe I'll just have to use, yeah, like I said, some stronger adhesive tape there. But yeah, this whole area is probably going to get revamped. I don't think because of Diagon Alley, but I'm still hoping that they're going to give us a new updated Avengers Tower, and then there's going to have to be something that's going to happen here. And I don't know, I want something new, something refreshed, and something looking, you know, better than it already does. So, you know, over the last couple days, I've really sort of regrouped in my mind what I want to do in the Lego room. And I think I want to master this city. Like, I want to get this layout finished. It doesn't look like I'll be getting the larger like warehouse space that I was talking about earlier in this year. Like, I'm not going to get it this year, I don't think. And you know what? I'm actually happy with that. I think I want to master this and make this look amazing. Try and make it my own by rendering some of those modular buildings and tinker with the layout a bit. Build some more dioramas over here, like where the mansion is. And master like the amusement park as well, and just get everything looking amazing. And I think that's okay, because then, you know, we'll work toward creating something even better here rather than getting a bigger space and then having to start from scratch. Although I would love it, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen this year, just with the way things are going with my family and how comfortable we are right now. I'm sort of the direction that I'm leaning right now. And I feel really, you know, I feel really happy down here right now. I feel like it's achievable, the layout that I have right now with the parts inventory that I currently have, and like the direction that we're heading and the ideas that I have. I feel like everything is very achievable in that sense. I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody. Just wanted to take you along on the journey, discuss some things in the Lego room here, and I look forward to completing more of those projects that I talked about today. Thank you so much for coming on by. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff, and farewell.